Alright gamers, got all the freaking XENOVERSE 2 EZA collab units though. So yeah, pretty much a lot of older XENOVERSE units are finally getting the EZAs, which I'm very, very happy for. But yeah, let's go ahead, jump right in, talk about them, because I have a whole bunch of new info and details in here. Gotta go ahead and jump right in, because there's a lot in here. All the freaking, 5 new characters, and you can get them all for your silver coins. Which is cool. I do like that though. Maybe I make a follow video on it right now, because we already know they're going to get EZAs, or probably just like which one's probably the best one to get or whatever, maybe down the road. But yeah, we got some stuff right here, like the Wii event's getting pretty much half the stamina bit that they're doing. It's going to be gone for a bit. And then of course, we got a lot of new stuff here with the content, new burst mode, XENOVERSE 2 themed battlefield, a new look like link level event based off, springtime time for XENOVERSE, and look like some new red zone stuff too, for XENOVERSE 2 as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in and get started though. We have a whole bunch of new info, details, a lot of new just stuff overall though, which I'm really happy to look over for. But yeah, a lot is in here, so let's just freaking jump right in and get started though, of course. Alright, on to Xeno Trunks though. Again, all these are just, probably basic crossover support and stuff like that. But yeah, this guy finally got his EZA after a long time. So he does all that. You already know what tournament everyone's gonna be using him. Because every time we get an AoE update, it's like, oh, this is a new one for World Tournament. I mean, his AoE is really fast though too. So he does all types key 3, all stats up 60%. Basic. Again, links to categories don't change, so not be bothered by that. His SA effect, great raise attack, great raise defense up for 1 turn, superior damage to all enemies, and raises allies attack and defense up by 20% for 2 turns. I love that. That's freaking awesome. But yeah, cool. Again, people can be running crit on him anyway though. So he does for his new passive. Basic effects: key 4, attack defense up to 50. Their damage reduction rate goes up 15%. For crossovers or defenders of Justice category allies, they get defense up 30% for 2 turns when HP is 80% or less. Or when facing 2 or more enemies, performs a crit. When attacking with 2 or more key, attack defense up to 50. Damage reduction rate goes up 15%. As a second or third attacker in a turn, attack and defense up to 50. Damage reduction rate goes up 20%. As a third attacker in a turn, launches an additional attack which has a great chance of becoming a super attack. There are 3 or more. Oh my voice. There are 3 or more Defender Justice category allies are on the team, or all attacking the same turn or superclass characters. Attack defense up to 50. Chance of forming a crit. Randomly changes key if it's of a certain type besides physical and STR. 2 STR. Forces enemy super attack within the character's second turn, starting for the 4th turn from the start of battle. Okay, so pretty much Trunks is a multiple enemy fight character. He's gonna get some good decent additional some crits in here. Again, they look like they want you to build him full crit so you can demolish everything with his AoE and everything. That's pretty much what it seems like it though. But overall, not too bad though, honestly though. I do want to see him in game though. I feel like he could be probably a decent, AoE for some recompense and everything like that though. But again, AoEs don't they're not like, oh my gosh, we need this and that in here. But they do like, some minimal support and then like some extra little buffs in here. But overall, not bad of a combo for Trunks though. Pretty decent. I'll take that though. But yeah, good Defender of Justice support, good crossover support. But like I said, mainly look like it's gonna be support. But overall, I think he's gonna have a lot of good attack and defense buffs. So that's really good for him. On to Super Saiyan Xeno Trunks, it's a completely different character. So he does all EGL types, key 3, all sets of 100%. His 12 key does supreme damage. It raises allies attack. Supreme damage raises attack up by raises attack for 7 turns, and allies get attack and defense of 20% for 2 turns. Okay, cool. I like that. It's probably gonna be very similar to the other Trunks, so which then they usually do that anyway. But he's big batch EZA just to save time, and I don't mind it sometimes. If they gotta copy and paste and rush a little bit, but it's okay. Key 2, attack defense up to 50. Chance to dodging up enemies' attacks up to by 25%. Or crossover mission execution category allies get attack up 30% for 2 turns. By attacking with 12 or more key, attack defense up to 50. When HP is 80% or less, or when facing 2 or more enemies, plus an additional attack up plus 150. As a second or third attacker in a turn, attack defense up to 50. Chance of forming a crit, no chance of dodging up 20%. For as a third attacker in a turn, launches an additional attack, which is a great chance of becoming a super attack. When receiving a normal attack, damage reduction rate goes up 60% temporarily. When receiving a super attack, chance of dodging it by 30% temporarily. When there are 3 or more mission discrimination, crossover category allies are on the team, or when allies attacking the same turn or superclass characters, attack and defense up to 50. Great chances of forming a crit, interrupts attack the enemy's attack. Okay, Trunks and Luck is going to be Look like more of an all-out attacker. It seems like though. Got some good support in there. Got a lot of attack buffs in here though. Look like he's, again, even when he originally came out, he was a raw attack heavy though. And a lot of people put a lot of additionals in him, which would make sense though, because the more additional attack, the more you can keep stacking up that attack again and again. I look like he's gonna be stacking up attack a lot though, from what I'm seeing here. Just because I think he's more good at an attack stacker though. There's all that extra attack defense he's getting a lot, and a lot of the additionals. I think it's gonna be like pretty much a good, to me, stacker. I think. Mainly. But yeah, overall, not bad. Pretty much almost like the physical Xeno Trunks, but just add attack on here instead. So, not too bad for Trunks right there. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, on to Demigod. So he does all types key 3, all stats up by 90%. His 12 key. I like the energy jet. That's kind of funny. Raises attack and defense up. Raises attack and defense up for 1 turn. Supreme damage, high chance of stunning. So it's passive. Holy crap! When basic effects, key plus 2, attack defense of 250, chance of forming a crit and damage reduction rate of 20%. Launches an additional attack which has a great chance of coming up support attack. High chance of stunning the attacked enemy. Attacking attack defense of 250. When there are 3 or more crossover or Realm of Gods category allies are on the team, or when all allies attack the same turn or extreme class characters, attack defense of 300%. Holy crap! Chance of forming a crit and dodging enemies attacks up by 40%. As a stagger attacker on a turn, chance of dodging up 40%. Interrupts the attacked enemy's attacked enemy. So their attacker on a turn, chance of forming a dodge and damage reduction rate of 30%. Attack guaranteed to hit with HP 60% or less. Attack up 266, chance of dodging up 60%. When HP is 60% or less, or when the character is a third attacker at the start of a turn, and allies attacking the same turn or crossover Realm of Gods category characters starting from the 3rd turn from this character's entry turn. Just a giant form. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. But yeah, overall, like I said, pretty much almost like Xeno Trunks support, but also this time he pretty much does a lot of damage reduction and a lot of damage reduction and dodging, it seems like it though. So pretty much again like Xeno Trunks, a lot of stacking, a lot of attacking, like the Xeno Trunks in base form and Super Saiyan. Damage goes like that just for like Realm of Gods and crossover support. Again, they're all pretty much blending in like the same unit though. A lot of attack and defense, a lot of self sufficiency. But this time Demigod just dodges. Damage reduction rate, Trunks just the AGO Xeno Trunks, Super Saiyan Trunks just attacks. Like he's gonna be really stacking more than Xeno Trunks. Pretty much I think overall just like well-rounded attacker. It seems like though because he has a good balance of like additionals and crits. But yeah, good for Demigod. Pretty good. Not bad. Again, all these characters are meant to be used to each other though, so that's probably why. Of course, he has this giant form right here. He basic effects, key 3, attack up 666. Attack guarantees to hit when enemy's HP is 60% or more. Attack up 666. It just forming a crit of 66%. That's kind of basic there for giant form. And then his 12 key for a giant form. Radically raises attack temporarily. Destructive damage, me and just stunning. Okay, it's kind of basic though. But yeah, Demigod seems like Xeno Trunks and base form of Super Saiyan, just he has pretty much damage reduction, support, and self-sufficiency, like all these other ones, support, and then he does dodging and damage reduction instead though. So I mean, like I said, you're probably gonna get a lot of that in though, especially when you go giant though. You'll probably factor that in a little bit, maybe not, but yeah, kind of cool. All right, on to Amira. He does physical types key 3, all stats up 130. His 12 key. Greatly raises attack, raises defense, and causes supreme damage. Okay, it really didn't do that much for him. They could have gone all out. Maybe because all the other units are going to end up probably supporting him, though. They probably do a lot more to support Mira. That's probably why, honestly. I kind of get it. So he does. I'm glad, though, I can take a break from reading. Area No Toe is going to be crazy support. Basic effects, key 3, attack defense up 250. Attack defense up 250. Chance of dodging enemies' attacks. Damage reduction rate goes up 25%. While attacking with silver more key, attack defense up to 50. When there are 3 or more crossover or Android category allies are on the team, or when all allies attacking in the same turn are extreme class characters, attack defense up to 50. Chance of forming a crit up 70%. High chance of launching an additional attack. No additional super attack when the ally whose name is called Mira attacking the same turn, starting from the 3rd turn from this character's entry turn, or starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. He absorbs Toa into the Dokkan's egg. So I mean, that's kind of easy though, because you can have him on the same team. But look like he doesn't do too much, probably because of the Toa support, probably because of the Demigod support. I kind of get why they kind of bumped him down a lot though, because they do so a lot. I mean, they did freaking Xenoverse 2 God Vegeta, because he's kind of like this. Like, he doesn't really do a lot in the God form, evil corrupted God form, but then when he goes actually Super Saiyan God, it's a little bit more better. So, but I mean, this, is probably gonna be like the problem with Barrow though. We always get that one, that doesn't really do a lot, but that's just kind of the basic stuff we kind of get later down the road anyway, though. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, just kind of basic. It's okay, but as later, I think as we use him more, he'll probably get a lot more better, honestly. But for now, like I said, just mainly support here, honestly. Yeah, it's a little self-sufficiency. Let's see what he does when he goes his form. Okay, look like he's a little bit more better when he goes to his not Super Saiyan 4 form. So he does greatly raise attack, greatly raise defense up, supreme damage, greatly lowers attack defense. Turn cause allies get attack up by 10% for 1 turn besides himself. Okay. But like I said, I think because I kind of get why they probably made him the way he was. Just because, we have a lot of different growth, it's going to do a lot more probably. Toa on the same team. Again, you probably have a lot of support buffing him, though, so I think he'll be really good. That's probably why they didn't do too much, but hey, you never know. Basic effects, key 3, attack defense of 30%. Damage dodge rate goes up 25%. Chance of additional super attack defense of 80%. Chance of dodging enemies attacks up 27%. For characters and allies who are named Toa, include the name Toa. While attacking with 12 or more key, attack up 250. Attack of 100% for 4 turns. We're receiving an attack key 12, defense of 250, defense of 100%, and damage rate of 15% for 6 turns. When there are 3 or more androids or Xenoverse androids or crossover category allies are on the team, or allies are attacking the same turn or extreme class, attack and defense at 300%. Chance from crit of 70%, and when allies attacking the same turn or crossover characters, damage rate goes up 50% for 6 turns. So pretty much, again, it's like a combination of like Xeno Trunks and Demigra a little bit though, but not as much. But like I said, when going transform, not that bad. But before transform, just dodging city, essentially dodging a support. Yeah, pretty much dodging the support. And then right here he goes more all out with all the extra little buffs he gets though. Well, he doesn't really do too much though, but I feel like they really went all out for him a little bit though. But like I said, we do have super EZA'S in the future. So I kind of would wait a little bit though, but he didn't seem like too bad. Probably like the worst in the batch, probably easily. But I probably would say maybe like DemiGrumbai is the best one, probably just because all the stuff he does. I probably put like Xeno Trunks, Super Saiyan at number 2. Then probably number 3 for Xeno Trunks. I think will probably like be the bottom of the barrel. But it's pretty okay. It's nothing like, oh my gosh, you need to make him crazy and buffy. I agree, they should have went all out for him a little bit more. But like I said, it's going to be a thing. Like, we already know people are going to hound on that. Alright, on to Toa, the Under Booba Queen. So she does attack defense of 20% per case for attain. It recovers 1,500 HP per case for attain. Characters typing obtained. Okay, that's kind of basically Dokkan. Yay. So her, though, I bloody sauce, I love that move name. Greatly raises defensive for 1 turn, supreme damage, lowers attack, and greatly lowers defense and seal super attack. Okay. Yeah, she's kind of just basic too, though. Again, we have other Toas in the game, so, the better ones. Again, that's probably why they made Mira the way he was, because they know that there's a lot of Toa. We have so many freaking Toas in the game now. It's crazy how much support. Basically, I think it's like, probably the Int one, they probably is the best Toa in the game, honestly. For the crossover one, because she does a lot in support, and she's crazy. So that's probably why, they did the way they did, because, you can run a whole bunch of Toa support, have that on Mira, and then just, like, go all out, essentially. All the crazy attacks and crap he's going to do, so I get kind of why they hold him back a little bit. Toa is just kind of basic support here, just basic. Basic effects, attack defense of 200%, all odds get key 3, per villain class ally on the team, attack defense of 80%, when attacking up to max of 400, crazy. While allies attack defensive up to 10% of the max of 50. When there are 3 or more crossover demonic power category allies are on the team, or when the allies on the same or all allies attacking in the same turn are stream class characters, attack defense of 200%, chance of dodging up 20%, chance of dodging up 70%, one additional attack which has a great chance of coming up super attack, and when allies is attacking in the same turn or crossover characters, damage rate up 50%. Okay, that's kind of just basic though, just basic support for Toa. But yeah, like I said, for me, it's probably Demigra number 1. Number 2, I think probably will be AGL Xeno Trunks. Number 3 probably be physical Xeno Trunks. Probably number 4 will probably be like Mira, then Toa probably like the last one. Again, she's basic support though, so I kind of get why they didn't really do too much for her. They really went all out, but again, we have other Toas in the game too. Like we have like 2-3 other ones that could do pretty much the better stuff she can do though. So I kind of get it, but it's kind of messed up how they made her kind of a little bit. And it didn't go through Mira though, honestly. But I mean, that's kind of basic gonna get though. But I mean, overall, they don't look. I mean, the ending though, that Mira and Toa. But Demogorgon seems pretty decent. Xenotrunks seems pretty decent. The physical Xenotrunks I think seems pretty decent as well though. That's the thing about these crossover characters, EZA'S. Again, they're mainly just gonna be crossover support. Like a couple of times uses, and that's gonna be pretty much it for them. I guess that's what people are thinking of. But I mean, it's okay. Like I said, it's nothing like, oh my gosh, crazy. I give it a good like 5 out of 10 for these EZA'S. Like I said, they're not like bad. Trust me, I've seen worse. But I mean, at least Demogorgon seems good. At least Xenotrunks seems good. At least physical Xenotrunks seems good, really good too. Toa though, like I said, they could have went a little bit more with the support, but like I said, we have other Toas for that. And then for Mira, they could have went a little bit more. They add like a couple, like another like paragraph. I don't know. But I mean, it's pretty much all I gotta say though for that. Though I mean, not too bad. Like a good 5 out of 10, I think. But I mean, they're not bad. I won't think that. I do want to see them in game though. I think seeing them in game will be different than explaining and breaking it down in a video like this. But hey, only time will tell. But yeah, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Great. I hope you could get them. Make sure to stay safe. Wash your hands. God bless all of you. I'm going out, putting on masks, some toilet paper. Really need to get back if you can. Go outside to discuss. Copy them. Show my friends in Discord. Square. You guys are awesome. What you guys think balls and below? Of course, like to hit it. Again, very basic, simple, and easy today for all these units. But I mean, yeah, they're crossover EZA'S. This type of stuff happens a lot though. But I mean, I do want to see them in game. I think it could be fun. But yeah, see you guys there though. Peace out.